From my perspective, it feels like Cabot Links might have changed your career or been a bit of a catalyst for your career. Is that a fair statement or a fair assessment?
Well, it certainly is very well known, and yeah, it's led to where we are today for sure. But it wasn't just immediately life changing. Let's put it that way. I mean, you still had to go out and look for a little bit of work. All it did was solidify the thought that you're good at this, you can do this, and you just need a good team, and good things will happen, and people finally, and in some ways, started to recognize that we can do this and we can do it very well.
I'm on my way.
Thank you, Belfast. What a treat. Amanda Bell. That's so kind.
The gorilla tape, too.
Emil's club got delivered. He doesn't know it yet. Is he there?
Yeah, it's coming. Should we hop?
Definitely.
Oh.
This ain't real. I had it come too many times. Where is it? What the fuck? Where did that come from?
Came from PEI.
Yeah, she shipped it back to us.
Who did?
Belfast down.
Oh man.
Rod, I want to hear the story of when you got the call from Ben, presumably, to talk about Inverness and, the project that was Cabot Links, almost 20 years ago, I guess.
Well, it was quite a while ago. I do remember that he told me it was very nice and he wanted me to look at it and, gauge my interest and all that sort of stuff. And we flew in there in February. It was very cold. The bay was frozen. There was ice all in the bay, and we walked around a little bit in the snow, and he wanted to know what I thought, and I didn't think very highly of it at the time, let's put it that way. We did make another trip there later on in the spring, and started to try to put together a route plan for it. So that's kind of how it went. I mean, I'd met Ben before. He had come out to Alberta, and we played Wolf Creek, which is a golf course I did in Alberta years and years ago. And we sort of hit it off. I think he was impressed enough with the way we do things to hire us.
Friday morning, day number
6?
Day 6.
Day
No, it's
6.
got to be more than that.
Day 7?
I don't know. It's all a blur, but we're at Cabot Links.
One of the things, Keith, that stands out from our chat about sagebrush, I think the direct quote was, working with Rod, you realize that his routings are masterclass, specific to the Links project. What were you going through at the time when that routing was coming together?
It became quite evident that Rod had been very strategic with the way he'd placed the holes, with getting some of the high holes away from the water away early, so the flatter, potentially more boring pieces of ground, you're so excited to be there. So you got sort of this introduction, but it doesn't matter that you're playing those holes because you're just happy to be off.
I just learned that Katie is a master green reader. Where'd you learn to golf? Was it all through
It's
Cabot?
all on these decent courses. Well, I made the decision last minute, actually, to get rid of my other job and just do this full time.
Okay.
My sister's older than me. They were in this before me, so just following their lead, really.
Okay.
Glad I did. Having a blast out here. Caddying is honestly better than... Okay. I think we're gonna have to get rid of that whole segment.
And then instantly you've got 3, 4, 5, 6, that are just epic holes that play in different directions than the rest of the routing. You're playing on the harbor, and then really the whole thing just builds as you get closer to the water. Variety of the holes, the different directions, the left to right shots, the right to left, all the par threes working in different directions with different views. There's a lot to learn. And
Well, 3, I mean, there was a wetland there, and, certainly it was an opportunity to go back down towards the ocean, and, we had to make a fill through the wetlands. I mean, I believe it was Dave actually, I built a pretty nice green there, and Dave, I think, is the one that came up with the idea of just putting a big old mound right out in front, making it kind of semi-blind if you hit it way left, and, that was just a pretty cool hole, and it just afforded you a chance to change directions. And, and the way the wind blows, I think the fairway's pretty wide, but it's a hard fairway to hit. There's no question about it. But short enough where if you're looking at a card, everybody's thinking, well, we can make birdie on this hole. But I don't think there's very many that do.
What's going on up at the green?
Green overall is left to right. There's a bunker on the left.
Yeah, hard to do much.
Stop.
Come on back.
Oh, man. Oh, no.
Where'd it go? Oh, look at that dive to the right.
How much are you thinking about the journey of the golf course as you're laying out the routing and the momentum of the golf course?
Yeah, you're trying to build it through the round and make sure that you have variety and tough where it needs to be. Even if it's a short hole. So you think about that a lot. The harbor hole is just one of those holes that just kind of laying there is a bit of a boomerang. In today's world, if you can just drive it out there over that corner and then have a shortish iron in, it's spectacular because of the setting and certainly some of the mounding that's off to the right over there just makes it feel like it's down on the ground to me.
Oh, no.
Fucking kidding me.
122?
Yeah. Can't be long here. Yeah.
All right.
15.
115?
I like 15 a lot.
Okay.
Even if that's in between, less is more here, so.
That's so cute. You're getting the read off of me.
You know, that was one of them holes that just fit the land. You just had to play up that hill, and we didn't try to change anything. You just had to beat it up the hill. And then, you know, Mike Kaiser is the one that came up with the idea and said, well, why don't you make this a double green? And it's been like that ever since. And I'm particularly fond of the little false bunker we built into the kind of the middle right of that green.
That bar?
That's a good bar.
I think it's bogey.
I think it's bogey too.
There's no one left. Fog, bogey.
My goodness, I mean, if you knock it over that thing, you're just like at Pinehurst. You can't get up and down. You know, crowned off like a turtle. It's good.
Rod was saying, don't go long or you're dead. Don't go left or else you're dead. I'm in the fescue, so that's a good start.
We're 80 yards away, a little uphill. We got that false front to go over. Lie's not great. I almost want to hit like a 100-yard club and just come down on it.
Justin has given me a lot of confidence in this. All I got to do is just hit 100 yards. Get it up there.
Worst comes to worst, we just get out, hit it like a little bit lower. Kind of flight it in there, I don't mind, but we just have to maybe hit a little bit harder.
Okay. Light it harder.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Katie, you just talked us into the sensible play. 3-wood off the tee. What percentage of golfers that you're looping for hit driver when you tell them to hit 3-wood?
Too many. We'll go with 60.
No way.
Yeah. And then they're in the bunker. So.
Good shot.
So this is the most uncontrollable green I find. You come up a little too high on the right and you're just shot off the left side. So Pat made a great shot and we're going for birdie.
Oh, hype lady.
Yeah.
You know, those big hills that are out there, that was part of the old mine tailings site. You know, we were not supposed to cut into that cap, and we really had to work hard to make that sort of blend in if you want to, you know, make some fills at the toe of the slopes to, you know, just make it look a little bit more natural. But Yeah, you can hit it to the right and then pitch across the chasm, or play it out there to the left, but then you got the green kind of running away from you. And it's interesting, and certainly, the third shot would never be easy. I don't believe.
See where I am here, Alex?
Yeah.
This is where you're wanting to come.
Okay.
You're a little confused at times on just where to golf your ball, but the setting for the green was just off of that big ridge, and it was kind of a funky hole in some ways.
What do you think's going on in the group behind us?
Emil has rallied the whole group. He's like the only saving grace for that group right now. Emil might be just walking by himself at this point, just enjoying the day. Michael's probably sneaking some of Cardis's rum.
Yeah, the hardest hole, shot in golf is like a half wedge, downwind or into the wind or side wind. We had to work hard where you could just stop your ball on that thing. It's a tough little pitch. And, there again, it's just not overcooked. It's pretty straightforward. Can you hit that? Can you hit that shot with spin? And it's hard to do for most players. Yeah, one time, I had a long 5 along that coast, and then Cowan-Dewar thought, well, it'd be better if there was 2 holes instead of just 1, and thought about that and certainly tended to agree with him, so we ended up with 2 holes along that coastline.
You like the formation, huh?
It's a good formation. It's like a V, flying V. Ducks fly together, right? V.
Green sight for, down through that valley and then up on that shelf. It's just kind of a pretty classic hole, and we dug a real great bunker off to the left of it, and had some mounding in the front right bunker, so there again, we had a little bit of there was a big ravine right in front of the green, which we ended up filling in so you could play golf down through there. And then I built that green into a shelf at the back. It just got a lot of cool contour on that hole, and I always felt like you could roll your ball up on that green. It kind of felt like if you flew it in there, you might not hold. So we tried to get the contours so that you can do that on the right-hand side, and then certainly on the left. If you pull it left and don't get on the green, you're down there, have to chip over that bunker. So it as wide as it was, it felt to me like it was going to be plays a pretty strong 4, really.
Oh,
What a golf shot.
we need to see it come back on the other side.
Base camp, still there.
In.
You hear the ding?
Yeah.
Really good shot.
Potentially also in.
At least one in there, I think.
At least one ace. I like
One of them.
Maybe two.
I don't know. They're kind of nice. Like no shirt underneath.
Uh-oh.
I only see 2 balls.
Uh-oh. There's only 2 balls. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Did that go long?
Whose is it? Oh, no.
Yeah? I thought you hit that so well.
That was a good fake out. That was a good fake out.
It was.
Did you think you got a hole on there?
I started to negotiate in my head what an ace is worth. It's worth 15 points, right?
It is. That's a lot. Yeah,
I
that
did.
would've sealed the deal
I did let
today.
my brain go there.
Yeah.
So.
If I was going to ask you what your one favorite thing about the links is, what is it?
Well, there's just not one thing. I think even if you take players like yourself, would have to golf your ball to get it up and down if you happen to miss. And then certainly putting is no easy task on any of the greens, in my opinion. But at the same time, they're just not overdone. I never felt like the green contouring was overcooked, or you're just trying to do too much stuff in it.
Going right at the steeples of the church.
Shot.
That was the last one. That was my best driving day of my life. Honestly.
Did you miss a drive?
First one slightly.
In bunker?
No, just like in the wispy fescue, that was no issue.
And then the rest?
The rest was just striped down the middle.
That's actually unreal.
I'm not a straight guy. Like I'm not
Best driving day of your life.
You know, if you take a walk around the 18th green, which is the 2 bunkers on the right, the little bunker at the back right, you know, you've got these little fall offs. There's a little contour front left that you kind of got to chip over, and you know, you have some bunkering out front, and then just down on the right. You know, it's just the little up and down shots, and then the contouring of the green, I think, is just, you know, maybe one of the best greens we've ever done, in my opinion.
That's fun. Finally.
Like it doesn't get any better than this. You know, it's just been pure euphoria to me, and I've had so much fun playing. I don't know.
I mean, that was one of the coolest things for me, is like seeing his reaction to being here for the first time. And it's something that we can all relate to, right? Having been here before, that, you know, you get this, like, you get giddy, right? Like, there's so much excitement around getting to this place because of the things you've seen. And then once you get here, you realize it's as great as everything you've seen, right? It doesn't fall short anywhere. Like this, you talk about the cream of the crop.
Where were you, Alex?
Half point. Where were you? We want to play for points? You want to play for points? All right. Half point.
Or what?
No, but
I smell it from here.
Quivering?
I've never heard.
Gross.
You can use that one.
Go here.
The master bath.
Hard right.